Okay, welcome back to part two. This part I'm going to walk through the demo of the NOTAKLON. So we'll start off with all the 12s. Just a quick overview of the board. We come into the high-speed decimator. I love this pedal because my Telecaster can be really susceptible to noise sometimes, depending on where I'm playing, so that comes in real handy. Then the tuner compressor, it's the Walrus Audio Myra, which is a really phenomenal optical compressor. And then I come down into the NOTAKLON. Previously it was the EM drive, which I still love, and I'm going to make room back on the board for it somehow, but it will come back. So NOTAKLON into the double barrel, which is a Morning Glory and a Moonshine. And then that goes into the volume. So then from the volume it goes into the Juliana stereo chorus. That is the best chorus I've ever played. That is phenomenal. Then into the delay, then reverb, out to the Ruby, and then I have a master kill switch, which goes out through a radial DI underneath. And those are the two XLRs going off the side there. So this is my bass tone, just the Ruby. And then let's engage the NOTAKLON, all 12s. The plus minus is off, with the boost I guess. And with the boost. So what that does is it gives it 4 dB and kind of a mid boost, kinda. It's subtle, but it is there. And then if we drop the gain off, now you'll notice it gets a bit noisy up here. I find about 2 o'clock on my rig, roughly. In my setup anyway. It's still nice and quiet. But how I'm using this pedal, I tend to stay somewhere around here. Usually turn the volume back a little bit to match. And then I like that engaged. Because if I go into the Morning Glory, for instance, isn't that nice boost? And then if I double boost it, or if I go into the Moonshine, as I said, you can hear the Moonshine, it's awfully noisy. Depending on how much you're throwing into it, of course. And let's try some chorus. Maybe some delay. A little bit of lead work. I'll go up positions 1 through 5. And again with just the NOTAKLON. right, so that's enough of a demo of that. What I'm hearing through this is a kind of it gives it a bit of a mid boost, generally speaking. So it's nice and subtle. It absolutely does color your tone. The EM drive to me is transparent. It really is. It just makes it louder and brings your level up to the edge of breakup, unless you really dial in the gain, of course. But with the Nauticlon, and any clon for that matter, I think why people love it, and I do too, is because of that coloration, and it does seem to be around the mid spot. So for me, it's definitely staying on the board. I do love it, and I just got to make room for everything. So there you have it. Any questions, post them below, and I will do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching. All right, just some final thoughts on the Nauticlon. It's been a couple days since I built it. I actually played it live this morning, and it sounded fantastic. I've got, for what I was playing today, I had the gain just up a little, maybe a quarter of the way, treble at half, volume at half, and the mid or / boost engaged. And it sounded fantastic. It worked on every song. I didn't even have to engage any other overdrive. And it played well. It's definitely going to stay on my board. The only thing that I didn't like about the whole thing is all of the taxes and shipping it cost me. And I blame that on my government. So if you're in the States and you buy it for $100 and whatever the shipping there is, it's definitely worth it. It's totally in line with the Series 3 line from JHS. For the price point, definitely worth it. So anyway, is it worth it? Absolutely. Hopefully you're not in Canada or some other country where it's going to cost you import fees and shipping. So it cost me about an additional $100 just to get it here. So it's totally worth it though. I enjoyed it. It was really fun putting it together. And thankfully it sounds amazing. So definitely buy one if you can. Thanks.